We do not want a situation where media practitioners, media personalities and journalists are practicing in fear.
Nimekuja kuunga mkono waandishi wa habari wenzangu na kuishinikiza serikali itupatie uhuru wetu zaidi, tufanye kazi yetu kama waandishi wa habari.
We don't investigate ourselves. It will not be fair that as the police we be accused and then we investigate ourselves. It is done by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, which is an independent agency. And the best we do as the police is to collaborate with the IPOA.
Today, media practitioners in Kenya have taken to the streets to protest against police brutality and media gagging. We are here to listen to their views and hear what they have to say to the government. Come with me.
Mimi nimekuja kuungana na waandishi wa habari wenzangu kushinikiza serikali kwamba itupe uhuru zaidi. Kwa sababu kama unavyojua ni kwamba waandishi wa habari kwenye maandamano haya Gen Z wamekuwa wengine wa waandishi wa habari mmoja Nakuru wamepigwa risasi, wengine wamejeruhiwa, vyombo vya habari vimeumia. Kwa hiyo ni kusema kwamba nimekuja kuunga mkono waandishi wa habari wenzangu na kuishinikiza serikali itupatie uhuru wetu zaidi, tufanye kazi yetu kama waandishi wa habari.
Basically, what we are saying is that the government must respect freedom guaranteed under Article 34 of the Constitution. We do not want a situation where media practitioners, media personalities and journalists are practicing in fear just because of reckless abductions that we've seen in the past, just because of police harassment and because of intimidation from either the state or any other agency. That is why today we are saying you must respect Article 34 of the Constitution. Let media operate freely. Let journalists source for information. We do not want a situation to see where in Parliament you are told so and so will not cover Parliament because he did A, B, C, D. We must be given a free space to operate. We must be given to enjoy our rights as guaranteed under Article 34 of the Constitution.
As a journalist, I'm standing with the rest of my colleagues here to say that enough is enough. We should stop the threats that are being leveled against the journalists on the line of duty. We should stop those ones who are being threatened directly by the public because their numbers are being shared online. Threatened even economically, that's the media houses, because now the resources and revenue has thinned and it's not being directed to them deliberately. So also to block out media houses from opportunities simply because they're reporting in a particular way, or even threats in their operational work on a day-to-day basis. We say enough is enough and we don't stand for that. So free press is what we're here to stand for.
Anything that is done in this country, praise the fourth estate is given all the support, and we must say Pole for what happened in the demonstration. We have seen elements of where police brutality has been meted on the press and the media personalities. This is wrong as a country. We are here to receive your petition, and I want to say that all that you are bringing to us, we will respond. As Speaker will respond officially and speak on the matters of free of the state.
Even as we reiterate that, I am a victim of restriction to Parliament as we speak. My name is Seth Olale. I'm a Citizen TV reporter, and as we speak, I've been barred from the precincts of Parliament because it is believed that I showed or I relayed information that was live streamed to the entire public. But when you say that we have a right to relay information, and yet you have restricted and you have banned journalists from accessing the presence of Parliament, isn't it contradictory to what the Speaker stands for?
I want to say that the presence of Parliament doesn't include where we are. You need to understand that this is a parliamentary square. All these parties are present of Parliament. What Parliament is doing, by the way, I need to tell you that we are already working on a budget to make sure that we have a media center that is well built, a media center that will respond to the needs and requirements of this country. Because what you guys do is critical for this country. I want to say this on behalf of Parliament. We really underscore the importance of media. You guys have been saying all the information that we have on Parliament. We will not restrict media into Parliament. What we're doing is just to enhance what you guys are doing, enhance the relations, and create a conducive environment. Media power!
Sizungumze kwa nafasi ya IPOA, wao siku zote huwa wana hold accountable maafisa wa polisi ambao hupatikana na hatia. Kwa hiyo tusubiri ripoti ya IPOA, tusubiri tuone maafisa wagani wa polisi watakaochukuliwa hatua kufuatia mauaji ambayo yalitokea. Kama kuna polisi yeyote ambaye alihusika katika kutoa uhai kiholela, basi hatua za sheria zichukuliwe.
Na una ujumbe upi kwa Gen Z ambao bado wanapanga kuendelea na maandamano?
Hilo nalo ni zito. Rais amejitahidi. Kuna matatu ambayo anayafanya sawa na walokuwa wakidai. Kama vile walivyoanza na finance bill, kisha rais akatupilia mbali. Wakaja kwenye swala zima la katiba, rais akalivunjilia mbali. Sema malalamishi yao ni kwamba kuna baadhi ya majina ambayo hawakutaka yarejeshwe kwenye katiba hili, ila yamerejeshwa. So tusubiri kidogo tuone muongozo na mwelekeo wa rais ni upi. Manake kama kuanza kuwajibika, nahisi kwamba ameanza kuwajibika.
Na ule uteuzi ambao rais anafanya, tuliona alirudisha wengine na kisha baadaye akabadilisha Duale akampeleka katika wizara wa mazingira na akarudisha Soipan katika waziri wa defense.
Kuhusu uteuzi nitasema kwamba bunge ina nafasi kubwa ya kupiga msasa wale ambao wameletwa bungeni. Iwapo bunge itahisi kwamba hawataweza kuwajibika, iwapo bunge itahisi kwamba hawajahitimu kupata zile nafasi, basi bunge ina nafasi ya kutupilia mbali yale majina. Rais amepeana pendekezo lake, ametoa majina yake, lakini nafasi iliyosalia ni kwa bunge. Bunge ina nafasi kubwa sana kuona kama vipi hawa ambao wamependekezwa kwa majukumu haya wanayaweza ama wanapaswa kurudi nyumbani. Kwa hiyo jukumu na macho yote yameelekezewa bungeni as it stands.
Kuna mwanahabari atafungiwa nje. Mbona Seth anabaguliwa? Ni hatua gani ametekeleza? Kama kuna makosa amefanya, achukuliwe hatua za kisheria. Yes. Lakini si vile kwamba kusema fulani anaweza kuingia, yes, fulani hawezi kuingia. Majengo ya bunge ni ya umma. Yes. Ndio? Hakuna mtu anaingia hapa na bunduki, hakuna mtu anaingia na risasi. Yes. Wanakuja kuangazia na kufahamisha wananchi kile ambacho kinaendelea. Yes. Ni vipi mnasema kwamba fulani hawezi kuingia? Kwani yeye ni gaidi? We are not criminals. We are not criminals. We are not criminals. We are not criminals. Kila mwanahabari ana haki ya kuangazia habari na kufahamisha wananchi kile ambacho kinaendelea bila ubaguzi wowote. Ahadi ambayo Kingi aliweka, ahadi ambayo Weta aliweka ni lazima watimize. Wanahabari wote waruhusiwe kuingia bungeni. Haya ni majengo ya umma, yanafadhiliwa na pesa za umma. Yes. Kwa hivyo kila mtu ana haki, hata mwananchi wa kawaida huyu anayepita hapa ana haki ya kuingia katika majengo ya bunge. Hakuna vile inaweza kusemekana kwamba fulani hawezi kuingia. Na ndio ujumbe tunataka ufikishwe kwa clerk, ufikishwe kwa speaker, wote. Na tutarudi. Na tukiona mwanahabari mwingine anatishiwa tutarudi hapa.
Itafika kwa speaker, itafika kwa clerk.
Hiyo kuna moja ya speaker wa National Assembly na speaker of Senate.
On behalf of the inspector, the acting IG, Mr. Douglas Kanja, whom you have petitioned, I would like to first appreciate that you have come to us, to the National Police Service, and to assure you that I've received it on behalf of the service and on behalf of the IG, and it will reach the IG. The IG is not in office now, but the petition has arrived. And also to reassure the media that as the National Police Service, we work together. We collaborate with the media, and Zubeida, I work very closely with the media. We work very closely. All of you here that I work very closely with on behalf of the service, you know that we work very closely with the press, and we look forward to collaborating more. This country is for all of us, and all that we do is to make it better for all of us. So as the National Police Service, I've received this on behalf of the IG, and we will be able to get back to you. Otherwise, thank you so much.
How come nobody has been held to account for what they are doing? Especially the police officers who've been captured on camera attacking our journalists.
I thought I was to receive the petition, and then the IG will respond to this. Okay. What I can say is that we don't investigate ourselves. It will not be fair that as the police we be accused and then we investigate ourselves. It is done by the Independent Policing Oversight Authority, which is an independent agency, and the best we do as the police is to collaborate with the IPOA so that they do their bit. So we remain very open as a service that we will cooperate with them and the office of the DPP, and we can assure the country that we are not ignoring any of the complaints that have been made to the National Police Service. Yeah, thank you.
Is the National Police Service sorry for those journalists who have been targeted by police during the protest
and killed?
Do you have any apology to offer for those journalists who have been targeted knowingly?
I think it is fair that we accept the petition which you have presented, which we have accepted with all the respect, and you give us time that we act on what you have raised here, because all the questions you are now asking here as individuals, you have already laid them in the petition. It is only professional that you let the National Police Service, we act on this which already you presented to us in the petition. I think that's the professional way to go about it. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Justice for us of media freedom, for us to stop blackmail of media.
My name is Quinta Mbori. I am the Executive Director of the Association of Media Women in Kenya, which is the national association for all women in the media across all the 47 counties. Today we are in the streets agitating not just for the human rights of journalists but also for press freedom of journalists. We have witnessed over the past few days, ever since the anti-finance bill protests happened in the country, we've seen a lot of police brutality against journalists and media personalities, and that is one thing that we are coming out very strongly to condemn. Journalists, they also have human rights. They're here to inform the public. Their role is in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, and we have to inform the public in a free space. We have to be given the support. Government needs to give us the support we need in order to deliver to the public the correct information. So we have to fight for it. We are not very happy that some of our journalists have been under direct attack. I'm talking about the incident that happened in Nakuru, where a journalist was shot in broad daylight. She was branded. She was wearing a press jacket. Almost a day later, Senior Macharia Gaitho was also allegedly abducted, and we were told it was a false identity. So we are not going to allow the government to make these mistakes in the name of false identities and shooting people aimlessly. We are not going to allow that. We will not condone that, and we are fighting to ensure that the rights of journalists are upheld as per the Constitution. Yes.
We have seen the representatives from the parliament saying that we are sorry, we are seeing your grievances. Are you convinced that this is the right route that they're taking?
I'm not convinced, because it's not the first time that we are seeing the freedom of press under attack. During major protests in the countries, journalists have always been attacked. And I think we just need to be very clear about the legislation around press freedom, and to ensure that we protect the same way we protect citizens during such occurrences is the same way we need to protect journalists. I'm not convinced, because this is reactive. I think we need to have proper policies. We need to ensure that we do not just respond when incidents happen. We have to come out strongly and protect journalists at all costs. There's a lot more that is happening in the media space. It's not just about the police brutality that we are fighting against. We are talking about the government advertisement agency, We are talking about policies within our own media organizations. We are fighting for journalists and media personalities to be paid. We have organizations that have not paid their journalists for months. And all these are things that we are coming out to fight against and to condemn. So it's an opportunity. It's just that the police brutality is a vent, but there are many other issues that the media industry is facing. We can see clearly that we have journalists who are in the streets covering protests, but they're not even in the right gear. So what about the safety and security of media personalities that need to be taken care of right from their own institutions? So we are out here, we are agitating, we are fighting, we will not relent until the rights of journalists are upheld in this country.
We have had the grievances of the journalists to the government, and we have had the promises that the government has made to the journalists. What's left is to see whether these promises that they have made will actually be actualized. For Tuko Reports, my name is Yvonne Kawira.